spring award, athletic ceremony. Guys and girls, pay attention please. We got live streaming and SHS. Our tech department is also streaming this through our YouTube channel, which will be up probably sometime around dinner time. And just wanted to thank you all for everything you've done this past spring. I know, your coaches know, administration, everybody knows how hard of a season this was. Not only for our spring athletes, but obviously our winter and our fall athletes as well. So, Mr. Gorski, the entire administration, the district, Mr. Garcia, the Board of Ed members, everybody knows how much of a struggle this was. And we approached it every day as consistently as we could, from A to Z. We did the best job we could. We covered as many bases, and the idea was simple: get you on the playing field, the surface, the ice, the pool, track, the floor, any sport that I missed. The idea was get you out there to perform. How long it was going to be, we weren't sure, but I think overall it went very well. I think we did a lot of good things this spring. How about we do this too? Can we shut our phones off, or at least silence them, maybe put them in our pockets and just pretend they don't exist for maybe 30 minutes to an hour? So once you're done in here, we're going to break out into rooms, and with your coaches, we'll give you some more individual accolades and stuff like that. But we wanted to, this is going to be done virtually, just like the winter and the fall. But, in discussing this with Mr. Gorski late in the week, last week, we said, let's get them in, let's get them together one last time, especially for the seniors who didn't get this last year, and we wanted to bring everybody together. And we realized that it was a rush doing this, and we realized, we would have liked to do it bigger and better and have your parents and everybody involved in it, but unfortunately that didn't work out that way because, again, we were pressed for time. But, I hope you enjoyed today. I really do. I hope it's something that you remember. Okay, we will remember the seniors here forever. We competed in the toughest athletic season of all time for 12 months. It's been a complete grind. Missing the season last year was very, very, very difficult for everybody here. More difficult for the seniors that didn't get a chance to compete last year, that went on to college and went into another phase of their life. But you guys did get that opportunity, and I'm really grateful that you had the opportunity to compete, because that's what high school sports is about. It's about competing, doing your best, laying it all out there, and forming bonds with teammates and coaches. That is a big part of high school sports. So again, congratulations. We're going to move through this, and we're going to break out. And I know you're excited to see and hear from your coaches, but I would like to introduce Mr. Gorski first, who's going to welcome everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. It's, as Mr. Robinson said, I'm not going to repeat everything he said, but, you played not just for yourselves, but you played for those that wore the uniform before you, and you set an example for those that are going to wear the uniform after you. You're here for the state section championship and volleyball, to see the alumni year back. And watching that game take place, there was nothing that they wouldn't have given to be able to be out on the court this time last year. And I think that you all took that very seriously, and you took that responsibility upon yourselves in everything that you did from the beginning of your season to the end, to really make every single moment count, to follow every direction that you were given, and to compete safely and in a way that fits well with the tradition of Fairlawn High School. So you have truly set an example. We are extremely proud of you. It's been great to see you, especially the seniors today. It's been a long day of graduation practice today for you. But you can see that the end is coming, right? And it's coming in a really good way, and it's coming in a way that you're really ready to move on to the next step. And I couldn't be prouder of the athletic department, Mr. Robinson Scoparetti, Mr. Norman Katz, Mr. Cicero, all your coaches and all your staffs, for constantly communicating with us, adjusting and readjusting so that we could all be sitting here right now celebrating your success. So, once again, thank you. Enjoy the awards. You certainly earned them, right? And let's get the program going. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Gorski. Okay. As just to reiterate a point of reference earlier, okay, you could not have done this without the help of your parents. Okay, by all means, they played a major part in this. Okay, definitely could not have done it without Mrs. Katz, who is the MVP of the athletic department. Okay, she goes as always. Any player that I've seen, okay, on the field in competition, couldn't have did it without your head coaches, your assistant coaches. They were in it from the beginning, following every protocol to the best of their ability, and it was a grind for them, okay? I'd like to, though, take it a little step to the side here, and also, okay, recognize two people that if they didn't show up to work, and they didn't do what they did the last 12 months, we would not have had an athletic program. And we have two special awards to give. They're Cutter Awards. Okay, Mr. Gorski, if you'd like to help me out here for a second. Okay. Our head custodian is Roger Gould. Roger is being presented the Cutter Award for his tireless commitment. Making the gyms ready, making the wrestling room ready, the mats, you name it. Roger is the best, and I've been doing this for 27 years. There's nobody on Roger's level. Stay up here, Roger. Roger is not the only one that is number one in his or her field. Our athletic department, okay, Mrs. Katz is definitely stepping in on this. Would not have survived the last 12 months without our school nurse, okay, Mrs. Dorado. So Mrs. Dorado, you are also the recipient of the 2021 Keller Award, representing all aspects and areas of this high school. Mrs. Gorski will present that to you. And we're going to take a picture right behind. Nice to go there. Okay, we're going to start off with baseball. I will read the recap, and Coach Giuseppe will then join us. Okay, coming into the season, we knew that this would be a rebuilding year. Losing the season last year left us with few players coming back with varsity experience. We had to revamp our off-season program. Early practice schedule as indoor facilities were off limits. Throughout the year, we showed improvement, competed hard. Being an inexperienced team, it seemed we frequently had a bad inning that was the difference in many of our games. Thanks to our excellent senior leadership, we continue to get better with each game and get contributions from up and down the lineup. The highlight of the season came on senior night, 4-1 victory over Tina. Great game, I was there for that one. Contributions came from every player, and finally, we played the perfect game that we've been searching for. Coach G and his staff are grateful to all the players and their commitment and dedication during a unique and unprecedented season. Congrats, baseball team. Coach G, you're up.
Okay, I just want to recognize our players at varsity level this year. First year varsity letter winner, freshman Tyler Chai. First year varsity letter winner, sophomore Cameron Schwartz. First year varsity medal winner and second team All Big North Conference, Elvis Felix. First year varsity medal winner, junior Adam Jaffe. First year varsity medal winner, junior Benji Cadioca. First year varsity medal winner, junior Adam Liz. First year varsity medal winner, junior Michael Maley. First year varsity medal winner, junior Vincent Stacaticcio. And first year varsity medal winner, junior Ben Zaror. Now for the seniors. First year medal winner, played a solid outfield for us this year. It was a pleasure to coach. We'll be attending Montclair State in the fall. Brendan Bazan. First year varsity medal winner was always willing to go above and beyond as a player and teammate. Had a memorable senior night, starting the rally with an infield hit and doubling the runner off second base in right field. He will be attending Montclair State in the fall. Colin Domkowski. First year varsity medal winner, one spot in our outfield and continued to perform at a high level all season. He was second on our team in hits and batting average. He led our team in stolen bases. Consistently gave us a chance to win with his offense and defense. He was named honorable mention All Big North. Will be attending Ramapo College in the fall. Brandon Philanthropy. First year varsity medal winner, whose versatility helped us throughout the season. He pitched for us, he played the outfield, but his most memorable moment was ending our senior night win against Teaneck with a diving catch at third base, preserving our victory. He'll be attending Seton Hall in the fall. Christian Brown. First year varsity medal winner, played a solid first base and was an effective relief pitcher for us. Had a big RBI on our senior night victory. It was a pleasure to coach all season. He'll be attending Bergen Community College in the fall. Jackson Klein. Returning varsity medal winner, who's one of our senior captains. He caught and DH for us this year. His leadership and dedication to the program in our season will certainly be missed. He started out the season as one of our hottest hitters and continued to lead by example and play the game the right way. He tied for the team lead in doubles and had important hits for us all year. He'll be continuing his playing career next year at Messiah University. Dan Morales. Returning medal winner, also one of our senior captains, and the undisputed leader of our team. He played second base. He caught. His work ethic was evident throughout the season and off-season as he hit the gym and continued to get stronger. His work paid off as he got better and better as the season went on. He had countless big hits for us, including leading our team in walks, triples, and home runs. As a coach, I always knew that we would get his best performance no matter what the score or game situation. But it was his leadership that really stood out. In my 20 years of coaching, he was one of the best leaders I have ever had the pleasure to coach. He was like having a coach on the field and gaining respect of his teammates, umpires, and opponents. From our first Zoom meeting to our last out in our last game, he was a steady influence for our younger players and always put the team first. He was selected as honorable mention All Big North and embodies what the Cutter Award in high school athletics is all about. He'll be attending Seton Hall in the fall. This year's Cutter Award winner, Michael Federico. The last player is the first year medal winner, who grew into a role as a team leader for us. Having missed a year last year, it was really difficult to know kind of what we had coming up and where players were going to fit in. So having his junior year cut short due to everything closing, he came to us with very little varsity experience. Early in preseason, we asked him to change positions, and he worked hard to become a dependable first baseman. His defense saved us countless errors and helped us stay in close games. He was also our most consistent pitcher, leading our team in innings pitched, strikeouts, and wins. He had half of our wins on the mound. At the plate, he had a solid year, leading our team in hits and RBIs. He was always willing to do his best for the team, and it was an absolute pleasure to coach. He was voted second team All-Big North, and he will continue his playing career next year at Centenary University. And our MVP this year is 80 strikeouts with Sean.
Thank you, Mr. Prosecco. Thanks to the team. Okay. Moving right along with boys lacrosse, Coach Bryant's team, Coach DeGiorgio's group. Okay, with the arrival of Coach Bryant, the boys lacrosse team entered a new chapter with only 2 players with varsity experience returning. The season was less about wins and losses and more about growth and development. The team was hit hard by injuries throughout the year and dealt with adversity time and time again. Because of this adversity, young players were given the opportunity to get on the field earlier than expected and gain valuable experience that will benefit them in the future. Season highlights include an 18-5 win over Paramus Catholic and a 13-6 win over Walden, and a back-and-forth epic battle 13-12 win in overtime over PCEI. The JV team also showed a tremendous growth throughout the year as well, having an impressive 6-2 record. We will miss our seniors and thank them for their passion and commitment and look forward to their bright future. Coach Bryant, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. So like Mr. Robinson said, obviously a tough season for everybody, a lot of adversity, but kudos to the guys for the way they handled it, and a ton of varsity guys getting their first varsity letter. So start from the top here with freshman Sean Campbell. First varsity letter for Sean Campbell. Moving on to another freshman, Nathan Marks, first varsity letter. This next player started every game for us at attack, had a tremendous season. Took on a big role as a freshman, Connor Denny. Next up, freshman Tyler Coben, first varsity letter. Goalie Ryan Feinstein, first varsity letter. Moving on to our sophomores, Ethan Shacknow, first varsity letter. Moving on to juniors, we have Troy Almondres, first varsity letter. Next up is Max Bykoff. Say a little bit about Max. Max was a guy who was asked to do probably more than anybody else this season, starting at LSM defense, then getting moved to midfield short stick. So tremendous season by Max Bykoff. He was also awarded conference recognition with honorable mention all conference. Next up is junior Jake D'Argento, first varsity letter for Jake D'Argento. Next up, junior Mike Greco, first varsity letter for Mike Greco. Next up is John Pinkham, first varsity letter for John. Next up is junior Tyler Bobansky, first varsity letter for Tyler. Next up, junior Sean Ebenezer, first varsity letter. Moving on to the seniors now, we have Oz Ashkenazi. Returning varsity letter for Oz. Next up is senior Scott Noonan, first varsity letter for Scott Noonan. Next up is returning varsity winner Alec Berkowitz. Next up, first varsity letter for Jeremy Moskowitz. Next up is senior Parker Tallman, getting his first varsity letter. Parker will be continuing his lacrosse career at LaSalle College, University. Here we go. All right. Next up is senior Mike Nathanson, first varsity letter for Mike. These next two guys I'm going to talk about were captains for us. Matt Fiacola, returning varsity, would have been his 4th varsity letter. Technically, I guess it's his 3rd, but Matt Fiacola was also recognized with Curcio Division recognition as a 2nd team All-Division player. So congrats, Matt. And finally, we have another captain for us, Christian Drop. Fantastic season for Christian. Returning varsity letter winner was awarded with a 1st team All-Recognition. Now we're going to move on to the Cutter Award here. Guy who I haven't really mentioned yet, but a player who I have grown a tremendous amount of respect for. A guy who was kind of thrown into a role, not a whole ton of lacrosse experience, but took the role and really ran with it. Administered, showed a sort of the kind of work ethic we want to see, the approach, head down, just keep working sort of approach. And our Cutter Award winner goes to Matt Muir. Next up, team MVP. I don't think this comes as a surprise to most, but a guy who pretty much took the load on every single game, getting the first poll, getting scouting reports, guys trying to shut him down best they can, but he was still able to be successful and showed a lot of heart and determination, and that's Christian Drop, team MVP Christian Drop. Thank you to the seniors, and thanks guys for coming.
Congrats, Matt. Chris, coach, good job. Okay, we're staying on the turf. Girls lacrosse. Okay, from Coach T, Coach W. Team had a great 13-3 record this season, undefeated, 7-0 in the league. South Division, the American South Division champions for the first time since 2012. I think the year after you graduated. Oh, Coach was a senior that year, so. But I think this team was a little bit better than your team. Just a little bit. No cheer for that? Okay. Second time we won the division. Team scored a total of 198 goals. 317 total points, 472 ground balls, 211 turnovers, forced turnovers, and 196 draw controls. The team also left the division meeting with 9 all-league awards. Coach Santaglia, please join us, and Coach Wood.
Next we have first year varsity winner, sophomore Ryan Newholt. First year varsity winner, sophomore Melanie Malpathy. All right, then we have first year varsity winner, junior Angela Bermuda. First year varsity winner, Ariana Flanagan. First year varsity winner, Jordan Markoff. Carly Marks. First year varsity letter winner, Amanda Fejo. First year varsity letter winner, Ali Uzinski. And first year varsity letter winner, Emma Ruiz. And first year senior varsity letter winner, Melanie Kaiser. All right, so before I get into the seniors and say a little bit more about them, we're going to talk about our team a little bit. This season we finished 13-3, which was awesome. We were 7-0 in our league. This was one of the best seasons girls lacrosse has had in many, many years, which is awesome. I think what really helped us this season was that everyone really played together as a team. The girls worked really hard in the off-season and came in like they've been playing together all this time, even with COVID last year. Something I tell everyone is this is probably the nicest team, the funniest team, everyone gets along. Everyone just boosts each other up constantly. You guys can really see that on the field. So, best team, love you guys. All right, so getting into our returning varsity seniors. First up, we have Victoria Doroshenko. This is Victoria's third varsity letter. She received honorable mention in the all-league team this year. Victoria had 16 goals, 11 assists this year, 19 ground balls, and 1 interception this year, so awesome job, babe. All right, next up we have Didem Sella. This is Didem's third varsity letter. Didem also received second team all-league this year, so congrats, Didem. Didem was a midfielder for us who also stepped up to play defense when we really needed her in some of our tougher games this year. She had 7 goals, 4 assists, 24 ground balls, 19 takeaways, 6 interceptions, and 10 dropping balls. Next up, we have Jenny Cirillo. Jenny is a third-year varsity letter winner. She also received first team all-league this year for her defense, so congrats, Jenny. It's not so common that defenders get first team all-league, so that's a really, really big accomplishment for Jenny. Jenny is just a rock-solid defender. She never came off the field. Her toughest game, she always started the most challenging attackers. So Jenny's stats don't really do her justice this year. She had 42 ground balls, 16 interceptions, and 19 takeaways. Next up, we have our senior goalie, Ariana Mendez. Ariana is a third-year varsity letter winner. She also received first team all-league this year, and she'll be playing at Drew in the fall. Ariana had 122 saves this year for 57% save. Ariana also broke 300 saves this season. Next up, we have Alex Murata. Alex is a third-year varsity letter winner. She also received first team all-league this season. Alex took the job for us on midfield. She had 48 goals this year, 14 assists, 49 ground balls, 14 interceptions, and 71 drop goals. And finally, we have senior captain Remy Bass. Remy also received first team all-league this year, and she also received our all-academic award. Remy is an attacker who a lot of times steps up on the draw circle for us, when we really needed to win the draw. Remy went on the circle, and she always managed to get it. She had 34 goals this season, 20 assists, 55 ground balls, 17 takeaways, and 15 drop goals. Also, we had 2 sophomores get second team all-league this year. Ryan Nichols was on second team all-league, and Melanie Martinez. All right, we're going to do MVP and Cutter Awards. Coach Wood has our awesome plaque. All right, so first off, we're going to do MVP. So we could not decide on MVP this year. This was just a really strong grade, the seniors. So we decided to go with 2 MVPs this year. Our first MVP goes to Ariana Mendez. So Ariana stepped up for us as a sophomore and has been our leading goalie for 3 years on the team. As I said, Ariana is going to play to university. Ari had an amazing season. She hit 200 saves and then she hit 300 saves, and she ended the season with, I think, 322 total career saves. So. All right, our second MVP goes to senior captain Alex Morales. So Alex is our main center midfielder. She takes most of her draws for us. She also is our leading point scorer. Alex is just an animal on the field. She dominates the field. She dominates the draw. She really gets us those goals whenever we need them, but she's also an amazing captain of the team. So congrats, Alex. And finally, we have our Cutter Award going to senior captain Remy Bates. So Remy is another one of our leading point scorers. She is just also an amazing captain. She's the person on the field who's always talking to the officials, making sure the team's doing what they need to do, setting everything up on the field, but also, making sure the refs are doing what they need to be doing. Remy's just an amazing captain. She's like the whole heart of our team. She's always has everyone laughing, so we're gonna miss her next year. But congrats, Remy.
Okay, thank you, Coach T, Coach W, girls, great job. Okay, moving right along, okay, to our next sport, which we technically don't have anymore here at Fairlawn High School. We did have a sport for many years, okay? Sport is gymnastics. Years ago, probably 15 years ago, our A gym was set up with gymnastics equipment, and we had a pretty good team, and we had a lot of kids competing, and then over the years the numbers just dwindled, and we did not have a team anymore because we didn't have anybody that wanted to do it. But hard work and persistence and dedication, commitment is something that most gymnasts do have or have to have to compete in that sport. And I remember getting a young lady and a brother come to see me maybe over a year ago, asking if they could compete, independently for another school, but represent Fairlawn High School. It's called a co-op, and we sponsored, Fairlawn High School sponsored this gymnast, and not only did she do a great job, but she exceeded all expectations and was recognized as an old county gymnast, which is a major accomplishment. So, Allie Akpora, if you're here, and you are, come on up, Allie. How about a round of applause? Coach Wood is going to speak about it.
All right, I was very lucky to coach Allie this year. Like Mr. Robinson said, she's an independent. It's not easy to join the Ramapo girls gymnastics team on her own. She only got to compete in 2 meets, and she still got the second highest all-around score in Bergen County. She's a first-time medal winner. Again, first team all-Bergen County for girls gymnastics all-around. And congrats.
Great job, Coach Wood. Great job, Allie. Hey, let's get back to the diamond. Okay, Coach Benjamin could not be with us today, but Coach Bell, as a great pitcher she was many moons ago, throwing no hitters in this high school. Many of you guys don't know that, but Coach Bell was one of our top pitchers that ever wore the uniform here at Fair One. So coming into the season, okay, the Tigers had just a few returning varsity players with limited experience. Okay, in fact, it was the biggest rebuild our softball program ever had to take on. Okay, when the season started, we had to sit out 10 days for COVID. It was a rocky start, but overall the team exceeded expectations, narrowly missing first place in the league, having a 12-8 overall record with top quality wins in both the county and state tournaments. Coaches and players were grateful to have the opportunity to compete, and definitely there were memorable moments. A few highlights came with a 10-0 win over Warwick in the county, 10-0 win over Warwick in our first game back after the break, a 5-4 win over Northern Highlands in the county tournament, huge win. 3 runs, 2 outs in the last inning, no one on base. That's a great rally. Other big game was defeating Passaic Valley, who at the time was 14-0 and had not lost a league game since 2018. But we did beat them that day, I remember that. Very good win. Okay, we are fortunate to have strong seniors on this team, and we will definitely miss their leadership. Coach Bell, come on up.
Okay, first I'd like to introduce all of our players. Freshman Mackenzie Davis, first year letter winner. Freshman Kendall McNamara, first year letter winner and honorable mention for all conference. Freshman Caitlin Welch, first year letter winner. Sophomore Amanda Alexander, first year. Sophomore Amanda Federico, first year letter winner. Sophomore Lindsay Lyman, first year letter winner. Sophomore Ava Muzial, first year letter winner. Junior Andrea Casio, first year letter winner. Junior Melissa Hickey, second year and second team all conference. Junior Julia Mayo, first year letter winner and second team all conference. Junior Ashley Martini, second year letter winner and honorable mention all conference. And our seniors, senior Sam Mosman, first year letter winner. Senior Emma Steinhardt, first year letter winner. Senior Alexa Manslarger, second year letter winner and second team all conference. Senior Kayla Gauthier, second year letter winner, first team all conference for outfield. And third time letter winner would have been for, she played last season, our senior pitcher Kylie McNamara, and she also is given first team all conference. So first we'll start with our Cutter Award. This year's Cutter Award goes to a senior who has shown sportsmanship and team first play, Kayla Gauthier. Kayla made varsity as a sophomore, but she was not an every game player on that squad as it was filled with experienced seniors. She had talent, but the coaches were not quite convinced that Kayla had everything, was giving everything that she had. Well, senior year, we certainly saw a huge change in Kayla. She led the team in hits and had a top batting average of .420. But it was on the field that we saw an even bigger transformation. Kayla took charge of the other outfielders, showing them the skills that she had been taught and pushing them to be better every day. She did it with her words and her actions, being the first one to lay out the balls and give everything that she had to make a play, even if it meant going through a fence. Kayla was named first team all conference. This team was better because of the good example and leadership shown by Kayla. Congratulations on this contest. And for our MVP this year, our senior pitcher, Kylie McNamara. Kylie was an outstanding competitor in the circle where she averaged 9 strikeouts per game, including 2 games where she struck out 15 batters each. She worked very hard to have command of many pitches, which allowed her to be in control on the mound. Kylie was a fierce competitor, a determined athlete, and rises to her finest under pressure. An example of that fight was in the Northern Highlands game after we'd taken the lead and were now up. It was now up to our defense to shut them down. She told Coach, I've got this, this is what I trained for, and she proceeded to shut them down. Kylie was also one of our most consistent hitters, finding a way to get the job done. She was named first team all-conference pitcher and expected to get additional honors once the county selection is completed. Kylie was recruited to play club softball at Sacred Heart, which has one of the top 10 D1 club teams in the nation. Congrats, Kylie, and best of luck in your softball season.
Great job, girls, Coach Bell, Coach Benjamin, awesome. Okay, we're going to get on the court. Okay, Coach Lucas tennis team, Coach Leah's team, the Washington tennis team competed the season with an impressive 12-4 record, 82 in the league, losing only twice in the league to the champion Wayne Hills. Coach Adair and Coach Luca couldn't have asked for a better group of young men to coach. The team was well balanced. Everyone contributed at one point during the season to big wins. Signature win came against Lakeland. Senior Jasper Kubokin got out a 3-set match. Junior Anton Popov, also third singles opponent, outlasted his third singles opponent to earn the deciding third point. It was a pleasure to coach these young men, and we look forward to building on our success next year. Coach DeLuca, you're up.
All right, congratulations to all the other spring student athletes and coaches on a great season. Before we recognize the team, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to my assistant coach for the past 4 seasons, Nicole Adair, for her dedication to the program. And we wish her all the best as she continues and pursues her career in post-master's degree next year. So she'll be stepping away from coaching next year. So thank you for everything. Our first year letter winners, junior Michael Tomaskowitz, Nick Della Pesca, junior Dan Vintagna, honorable mention all league. Second team all league third singles, Anton Balatikov. Senior Natalia Wiseman, second team all league first singles. And first doubles all league, first team Andy Granowski and Max Nussbaum. Returning letter winners include senior Zach Schusterman, honorable mention all league. And second team all league second singles Jasper Kumbokin. This year's Star Award, this young man had a breakout season with 11-5. He worked hard at every practice and got better all season long. He's passionate about the sport of tennis, and we're looking forward to having him back next season. Anton Balatikov. And our MVP was the backbone of this team over the past 3 seasons, really would have been 4. He had an impressive career. His career record is 26-13 overall over the 3 seasons. He's been an outstanding teammate and role model for all of his teammates across his path, and he will sorely be missed next year. We wish him all the best as he begins his career at Stevens Institute of Technology. Thank you for everything that you gave to our program. That's Jasper Kumbokin.
the courts to the track. Okay, our boys track team for B. Sorry for B. For Van. Okay, our boys track and field team had a successful season, placing third overall in the Fish North Independence. 9 athletes medaling at the championship meet. 9. How about a round of applause for 9? That's pretty darn good. 5 of those athletes moved on to sectionals. NJSI sectionals. 3 of our athletes also medaled in 7 events at the Bergen County Championships. Coach B, come on up.
All right, before we list our athletes, we just want to thank our assistant coaches this year, Coach Jordan Alexandra, who joined us very Coach Alphonse also joined us for her first real season. Thanks, Coach Alphonse and Coach Cole for their second season. You guys are amazing. They're what helps make our team what it is. All right, so sophomore, hurdler, first year varsity letter earner, Stephen Todd. Juniors, distance runner, first year varsity letter, Justin Brooks. Middle distance, first year varsity letter earner, EJ Noah. Sprinter, long and triple jump, also first team all lead, 100-meter dash, Alexander Slenko. Distance runner, first team all lead in the 1600 meters, first year varsity letter earner, Michael Lusberg. Thrower, first year varsity letter earner, Ian Moscow. Thrower, second team all lead javelin and first year varsity letter earner, Christopher Wren. Distance and pole vault, all lead honorable mention pole vault, first year varsity letter earner, Sam Steinhardt. Sprinter, long and triple jump, second team, all lead triple jump, and first year varsity letter earner, Ethan Wiener. And our seniors, distance, first year varsity letter earner, Blake Ommerzak. Thrower, first team, all lead for shot put, Tammy Caballero. High jump, long and triple, hurdler, second team, all lead, the long jump, Tommy Caballero. Thrower, first year varsity letter earner, Christopher Booth. Distance runner, first year varsity letter earner, Alan Majares. Sprinter and high jump, first year varsity letter earner, Ahmad Martin. Distance runner, been with us all 4 years, Jacob Michaelman. Distance runner, first year varsity letter earner, Alex Ravon. Distance runner, first year varsity letter earner, Dan Rodriguez. Distance, first year varsity letter earner, Jason Shepetowski. Distance runner, first year varsity letter earner, Sarah Syed. And distance runner, first year varsity letter earner, Matt Torres. Our Cutter Award recipient this year has been with us all 4 years. Started as a middle distance runner his freshman year, competing in the 400 and the 800. Transitioned to high jump sophomore year. Senior year, added the triple and the long jump. He even hurdled for us, having never hurdled before. But he did it because we needed him. He didn't like it, but he did it, never complained. He is an awesome athlete, an incredibly hard worker, just an overall wonderful person. Tommy Caballero. And this year's MVP. This is an exceptional athlete who won 17 out of 20 events in the dual season, was undefeated on the track. He's our top scorer of the season, earned first team all-league for the 100-meter dash, and he competed in state sectionals this year. Our MVP award recipient is Alex December. Congratulations, everyone, for a wonderful season.
I asked Alex if he was faster than Coach Sloan and Coach Alexander's. He confirmed that he is indeed faster than those two older guys over there. Staying on the track, Coach Dan Soos and our girls spring track team exceeded expectations this season after missing the entire year last year and having a young team of only 22 varsity athletes. Two seniors scored points for the team during the season. The team finished the dual league season with a record of 2-4 fourth in the Big North Independence. Many athletes ended on high notes, setting personal bests toward the end of the season, right up until the final league. While the track team made steady progress throughout the season, it was a field team that excelled for the girls who kept them competitive in meets throughout the season. The throwers were the story of the season. The javelin team, consisting of Haley, Rachel, and Melissa, broke the Bergen County record back in May. Also helped the girls team to place 12th out of 40 at group meet last week. Congrats on that. How about a round of applause on that? Haley and Rachel will be representing the Cutters this weekend at the State Meet of Champions. Awesome. In all, just being able to get out on the track and compete with the spring athletes this year was a highlight of our season. We are very proud of all the athletes this season. Wish everyone best of luck in the future. Coach Dan Soos.
First of all, I want to thank the administration for all their support throughout the year. Also like to thank Ms. Roman Caps for all of her behind the scenes work that she does for us. Jason Cicero, our athletic trainer, for getting us healthy and back onto the track. And of course, all my assistant coaches for all the work they do, event specific for all of our athletes. Going through our letter winners, we have freshman sprinter Abigail Choi, freshman jumper Paula Monte, sophomore thrower, honorable mention all league Sophia Joyce, sophomore sprinter Andrew Mazzone, sophomore thrower, first team all-league Rachel Schmidt. Juniors, jumper Rachel Andrade. Hurdler Sarah Mantia. Hurdler Michelle Mercado. Distance Renee Mercado. Thrower Casey Murray. Sprinter Tara Cambriega. Sprinter jumper, second team all-league, Isabella Pollock. Thrower, first team all-league, Haley Romero. Jumper, Elizabeth Swanson. Distance, Megan Violette. Thrower / distance, first team all-league, Melissa Violette. Seniors for sprinter jumper Amanda Borges. Distance Haley Conklin. Sprinter Layla Holly. Distance Valeria Luque. Sprinter Daniela Kira. And distance Alexa Williams. For our Cutter Award, I look at the Cutter Award as someone who thinks team first. Selfless athlete that will put their personal agenda aside for the betterment of the team. As you may have heard earlier when I mentioned the events, we have a whole lot of distance games called. We're pretty thin in that area. Early in the season, there really means we're struggling to put teams together because you need 4 to run a particular event. So after exhausting many options, we decided to reach out to a thrower and a little bit of a distance background. And if you know anything about throwers, even asking to do one lap for a warm-up is like local munching on the track. So just having out there to do that was amazing. Melissa Violette is one of our best throwers who took the time out of her meet routine prep to help her teammates go run a leg and relay to ensure they got a chance to compete. To see her go out there and run that half mile was pretty awesome. Little things like that don't go unnoticed by our coaches. So thank you for all you do for the team. Congratulations on our cover work. And for our MVP, we had a pretty clear-cut MVP this season. She won 14 out of 18 events she competed in during our junior season. Won the Bergen County Group A Championships in javelin, won the Big Oak Independence, javelin and shot put, finishing second in the disc. Led the javelin relay team to victory and a record-breaking performance at the Bergen County Relays. She's currently sitting third in the state in javelin, heading into this weekend's meeting champs, Haley Romero. Congratulations to all athletes in all sports. Great job.
Thank you, Coach B. Congrats, girls. Okay, moving right along. Last of the evening, the volleyball team. Okay, after losing the entire roster due to graduation from the lost 2020 COVID season where we lost our top hitters, okay, our libero, our defensive specialists, our servers, okay, the program started this season with uncertainty for the first time in a long time. Okay, we only had one returning varsity player, okay, which was Gil. Okay, to show you where the team came, we finished the season with a 21-7 record. 7-1 in the league, 10-0 in the county, 20-1 in the North section. Okay, accomplishing goals along the way, which is the league championship, the county championship, and the state sectional. Okay, the road to these miles was filled with tremendous wins, some defeats, big wins over Indian Hills, Don Bosco, Bergenfield, and of course, West Milford. This remarkable run was attributed to the exceptional leadership of Gil, the rapid development of key hitters, Ute, Akkad, Rock, Dan, Adwait, and our key defensive players, Kyle, Harry, Kobe, and Massimo. Okay? Despite being written off all season long, this group embraced the challenges, developed chemistry necessary to overcome obstacles and become an elite team and continue the rich tradition of Cutter boys volleyball. Okay, so congrats. I was down at that game in Southern Regional. We almost did it, and lots of good things to look forward for this team. Coach Z.
Thank Ms. Murata for all of your assistance with regards to COVID protocols and getting the athletes clear. And Ms. Hatz for dealing with me for 2 consecutive seasons for the first time ever. So I appreciate it. Now I just want to announce our letter winners. From the sophomore class, first year varsity letter winner Ian Van. First year letter winner Vincent Lopez. Junior class, first year letter winner Billy Zanakis. First year letter winner Ben Levin. First year letter winner Arden Belyovsky. First year letter winner Evan Joseph. First year letter winner Siobhan Bala. First year letter winner Matthew Cameron. First year letter winner, Honorable National League, Honorable National County, Massimo Caravaglia. First year letter winner, second team all league, second team all county, Kobe Sadaka. First year letter winner, first team all league, first team all county, Itai Akkad. Now for our senior class, first year varsity letter winner, John Alvarez. This next senior was an undersized opposite who made up for his stature with tremendous vertical, leap, and timing. He continued to grow each day, saving his most prolific offensive game for the state semifinal versus Southern. First year varsity letter winner, Honorable Mention All League, Honorable Mention All County, Kyle Luong. Next senior stepped into a libero position, which is a tough position because you're on the courts, all rotations, and you're expected to provide great energy. He did so along with great serving, passing, defense, second team all league, second team all county, Hari Patel. Next senior was a great all-around player who became number 2 outside. He provided tremendous offensive punch by running high-tempo attacks, had a tremendous serve and played great defense. Second team all league, second team all county, Roby Shalom. This next senior is a young man whose preseason was cut short, but as the season progressed, he began to flourish as a dynamic middle. He saved his best efforts for the entire county tournament run, dominating Teaneck, Indian Hills, and Bosco en route to a county championship. For his efforts, second team all league, first team all county, Dan Choi. Next senior is a young man who, really intelligent young man who understood how to vary his offensive runs in order to create enough openings to get kills throughout the entire season. He stepped up his game defensively as the season progressed, and even found his way to the service line throughout the state tournament. He always brought a positive vibe to the team. He was always moving forward, always remaining confident in himself and his teammates, and for his efforts throughout the season, he was recognized as first team all league, first team all county, and he is this year's Cutter Award winner, Adrian Ganguly. Come on up, Adrian. This young man has excelled throughout his illustrious career as a quarterback of this program, dictating the tempo and flow of the offense, making key decisions on practically every point since his first day as a starting center on the court as a freshman. This year, he continued to improve upon his stellar setting abilities, dishing out his 2,000 career assists, a remarkable achievement, and facilitating the development of 5 new hitters this season. More importantly, he stepped up other aspects of his game, leading the team in serving and aces and service points, finishing in the top 3 in blocks and digs, and just providing tremendous overall leadership skills. He made sure that everyone understood the type of work ethic we would need to grow each day, to develop and improve enough to become a championship caliber team by the end of the season. He motivated others, he mentored others, and he truly made everyone around him better. For his efforts, Gil was a first team all league, first team all county, and this year's team MVP, Gil Zinder.
Okay, great job. Again, just we're gonna break out into rooms real quick so we can get the letters and certificates to you guys. But again, there's so many thank yous to go through. I don't want to forget anyone. Just thinking off the top of my head, I know Jason, our trainers, mentioned today by a lot of people, and obviously Jason did a great job for us. this spring. I also have to mention, that Mr. Morado would say, Dr. Shoshani, who did a lot of good things for us as well this year. And again, to your parents watching on live stream and YouTube, okay, without their commitment and love and just support, the last 12 months, not only with obviously our athletics, which is what we're talking about today, but just in life in general, without their leadership and their love, a lot of this would not have been able to occur. So again, congratulations. We're going to break up real quick, get you guys what you need, and you guys can head out. Have a nice rest of the day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Okay, the baseball team, the girls lacrosse team will go to the A gym.